Welcome back, children. So we have done up to absorption. Next is assimilation. Now what is this assimilation? Once the food is absorbed in the small intestine, then through the blood this food reaches each and every cell of the body. After reaching each and every cell of the body, the food is oxidized, energy is produced. With the help of that energy, various types of work is done by the body. We perform all our activity with the help of that energy. Some of the energy is utilized for cell division, means for growth, for increasing the number of cells. This increase in number of cells in different organ will increase the size of the organ, will increase various parts of the body in length, breadth, in size. So that means the food is being utilized by the body for various different work. This is called as assimilation. That is utilization of the absorbed food into some productive work for the body. That can be for growth purpose, that can be for repairing various damaged parts, damaged tissues of the body, that can be for increasing number of cells in the body by means of cell division, that can be for increasing the size of the body, that can be for increasing the size of organs of the body, that can be for increasing the height of your body, right? That can be for utilizing for killing the various germs which are present in your body. So various ways this food is utilized by the body. After this, whatever food remains undigested, definitely some part of the food, it is not that the body is able to digest all the type of food, no. That material, that part of the food which contains more cellulose, which we consider as roughage in our food, the fibrous part, we cannot digest that. So that has to move out. It from the small intestine, it goes to the large intestine. And after it enters the large intestine, there is nothing to absorb except water. So more and more water from that is absorbed. And that waste turns into a solid form, which is called as solid metabolic waste, which we commonly call as feces, the waste product of your body. So that is done. The formation of feces is done in the large intestine. And then this feces or the solid metabolic waste is removed from the body through the anus, the last part of the whole alimentary canal. The alimentary canal in man begins in the mouth and ends at the anus. So this solid metabolic waste is removed through the anus, and this is called as egestion, right? So here this food chapter is almost over in our body. So I have told you how the food is taken in the mouth, after chewing, after mixing with saliva, the food is changed in the form of a bolus. Then we swallow it. As we swallow, the food enters the esophagus or food pipe, whereby peristaltic movement or by peristalsis, the food reaches the stomach. Inside the stomach, there is hydrochloric acid, pepsin, mucus forming gastric juice, where the food is semi-digested, means half digested. Here the function of acid is to kill the germs which may have entered your stomach through food or through water, as well as it forms a medium for pepsin enzyme to act on protein, to break protein food. Then the food is passed to the small intestine from the stomach. In the small intestine, 3 different juices acts on food: intestinal juice, pancreatic juice and bile. Bile helps in emulsifying fat, that is changing fat into small pieces for further action of various enzymes from pancreatic juice or from intestinal juice. And then finally, after the action of all the enzymes, food gets totally digested. Carbohydrate food gets digested into glucose. This is the final product of digestion. Protein food gets digested into amino acid, and fat gets digested into fatty acid and glycerol. So here digestion is completed. After this, food is passed on into the next part of the small intestine where absorption of food occurs. How does absorption occur? With the help of finger-like projection called villi, which are present in the inner wall of the small intestine. Once the food is absorbed, then through blood it reaches different cells of the body. There, that food is utilized for various functioning of the body. I told you what are the various functions of the body, how food is being utilized. That is called as assimilation. After that, whatever food remains undigested, it cannot be absorbed. So it passes further and enters the large intestine. As food enters the large intestine, it is in the liquid form. More and more water is absorbed by the large intestine, and the food, that undigested food, gets a solid form, which we call as solid metabolic waste or feces. When sufficient feces gets accumulated, it is passed out through the anus, which in the form of solid metabolic waste. This is called as egestion. So removal of the solid metabolic waste, which is formed from undigested food from the body, is called as egestion. Right? So this is how the whole process of digestion in our body occurs. Right, children? So you must remember how this thing happens. I will give you the diagram which you should copy in our next class, and after that I will be giving you the question answers of this chapter. Okay? Thank you.